What's going on, everybody? James here. RedemptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And I had the same thing happen last night that happened kind of the day before, where like about 7, I think it was 7:15, for about an hour and a half, everything shut off, and then it kind of came flowing in again. Again, last night, 7:23, everything shut off, and then 9:21, everything started flowing in. So the last 2 nights, there's been almost 2 hours of like backup or whatever, something going on. So after it turned on, 1, 2, 3, 4 within the 9 o'clock, between 9:20 and 9:50, and then several in the 10 o'clock hour, and then at 11 o'clock, everything shut off for the whole night. And I've had one sale in 9.5 hours and one offer in 9.5 hours. So it looks apparently another big shutdown last night on the website. So we'll see if it rebounds back again today. The last 2 days, it's been a decent rebound. Yesterday was a decent rebound, so hopefully we'll have another decent rebound today. So maybe things are starting to go in the right direction on when they do something right. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so what did I do yesterday? I made it to 702, so that was good to see. I'm afraid to look at my organic promoted split. Yeah, 39 sold, 32 promoted, 7 organic. So just like the day before, 7 organic. So I just got to keep an eye on my cost, trying to keep it under 50%. The less organic you have, the harder it is to do that, because then fees are being taken out on everything, basically. So what that kind of means in detail, like if I sell a $10 hat with $5 shipping, that's $15. That means $7.50 is pure profit going into my, not pure profit, but profit from eBay going into my pocket to pay, going into the business pocket, how about that? To pay its bills, payroll and such. So all my numbers are going in the red again. But at least 2 days of nice income. So that's good to see. Let's see. Maybe having the search work stupid is more profitable. People jack up ads to get placement. Never know. New watcher from the UK. Great video, mate. Your stockroom is awesome. Thank you. I have a backpack, and yes, I use the word chevron to describe the stripes in it. Yeah, if the stripes are V-shaped, that's called chevron. Search is still messed up. It should be more detailed to what your keywords are. Yesterday when I was listing, I put something in, and it gave me a huge number of returns. A lot didn't go with what I was typing in. I would put in one more word to describe my item. More items came up. I'm like, oh, okay. It wasn't much more. It was like 15 more. And I'm like, I just made it worse. Put another one in. It took it back down to where it was. Put another one in. It stayed where it was. I'm like, and I just like, forget it. I'm just putting it up at whatever price. And that's pretty much what I did the rest of the night. So I think I underpriced an item because it sold overnight. So, but that's all right. I made money on it. So, oh, you'll get a kick out of this. Remember those hockey sticks I pulled yesterday? Adrian shipped them. How awesome is that? I saw that and I started cracking. Hopefully the buyer will get a great kick out of that. That's awesome. I know I would be, I would laugh my ass off if I got that in the mail. Hi, James. Thanks for the dedication. I appreciate all the great educational content. Thank you. I simply cannot believe eBay continues to adjust the website during Q4. I think it's been going on for as long as I can remember, and it really never makes sense. You would think that somebody new coming in would understand and go, wait a minute, why are we messing with the site during the best time of the year for shopping? But clearly nobody ever has. And maybe that's the sign of a keeper CEO when one comes in and goes, stop. Let's update the site in June and July only. I'm just going to get to shipping. I've been debating on just calling this YouTube thing a quit, retiring from YouTube. It's been just different factors. I like my quiet time, not thinking about having to make a video. Plus, how many times can you say the same thing over and over again? And plus, I was kind of just, yesterday, I ended up having a sore throat, so I'm like, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling good. So I was just scrolling YouTube and I saw these videos. I had 10,000, 17,000, 25,000 views. New ones just put up, and I kind of click on them and I go, I already talked about that. So it's like, it's like, how many times can I repeat myself? And if other people are saying it already and they've got a bigger audience anyway, what's the point in me even saying anything anymore? Maybe I've gotten everything out and it's there. And then I'm like, like I've been blocking crazy people like crazy this past week just because I'm not dealing with negative. Just don't need to. So like my views are going like this or like this, but the blocking and the ignorance is going up, and I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's time to step away. If they're not moving up together, then it's probably me. So maybe it's just time to flip the switch and just concentrate on listing. So I don't know. And then another part of me is like, James, you're just depressed because it's that time of year. Missing your family and your puppies. So I don't know. It's almost like the eBay thing. You can only put so much effort in. And when the negative return keeps growing, but the positive doesn't, it's like, it just beats you down kind of thing. So it's like, what's really the point anymore? With eBay, I started cross-listing. So what do I do with YouTube? Do I just stop or do I change it? Do I do something different? So I'm not sure. Not sure. All right. Not sure. So I'm like, well, don't make no sudden decisions. Just, if you stop making videos for a week, then you stop making videos for a week. Just, purchase shipping. Don't make any sudden decisions. Just do whatever you feel like doing that day. Alrighty. Now it looks like an even split between clothing and media. First up, got this while on vacation. Black Label Society Hangover Music, Volume 1. This was a reissue, I believe. Yeah, remastered. Sold for $14. Headed to Burlington, Kentucky. So I gotta decide what I want to do. Just go back to, being happy in my quiet space or not. All right, Edward. Oh, I know I'm not out of mailers. I didn't feel like opening a box up. I'll have to do that. Got this item on vacation. Boulevard CD. And that sold for $15, headed to Omaha, Nebraska. And then, like the past several days, like I'm getting annoyed with trying to make a thumbnail and a title that kind of, because when I was looking, when I do that, I try to go, okay, what can I do to get it out there, to make people click on it? And I'm like, man, I suck at this. And then I just been putting whatever lately. Like yesterday, one of the hate comments was, what was it? Something about calling in so much, a serial call-in or something to eBay. And I haven't done that in quite a while. So I'm like, well, let's just play on that with the thumbnail. Maybe people will think, the haters will think I'm calling in again and they'll click on the video. So when I'm thinking like that, I'm like, you're thinking wrong. And it's like, I put up a video. Jan did a picking video. She went to the bins yesterday, looked for Christmas stuff, and picked up some other stuff. Since it was her day off. That's what she likes to do. So I'm like, go enjoy yourself. So I'm like, I didn't even feel like making a thumbnail or a title. I'm just like, whatever. And that's the way I've been with, I don't know. Oh. It's almost like everything's on video, it seems like. Is there any more really worth any more effort, I think I've covered pretty much everything. So I don't know. Possum Dixon CD sold for $7, headed to New York. So it's like, what do I do? That's just what I'm asking myself in my head. Like, what do I do? I just change it up so that, or just change my thinking. Stop worrying, stop thinking about it. Just go back to just doing. But then I go around in circles like, well, is it worth it? Everything's out there. I've said everything at least once, if not twice or three times already. We got the Diva, some Old Navy women's jeans. These sold for $12.60, headed to Lancaster, California. We've got 8 heads in a duffel bag movie promo piece that goes, but it's a suitcase tag for when you travel. This is a promo piece from a old video store that I purchased stuff from back in the day. Sold for $14, headed to Staten Island, New York. Get some more CD holder. Jim Brickman's Soothe CD. Sold for $7, headed to New York. Next up, we just got a St. Louis hat. Not a Cardinals hat, just got the St. Louis logo on there. Headed to Columbia, Illinois, sold for $8.25. Here's the piece I put up last night. Got it on vacation. I think I picked it up at the bins. I think Jan found it at the bins, maybe. And it's an Under Armour puffer vest jacket. And I put it up for $40, and it sold overnight for $40. Headed to Lancaster, Kentucky. Next up, we've got... Are you ready for an 8-track light? We got Super Country and All-Star Country. Reader's Digest 8-track tapes, set of 3. 1331 and 1007. Next up, we've got Steppin' Stone Volume 1 CD. So for $7, headed to Wallowed Lake, Michigan. Patty. And like another thing, you have other people who's getting really into the details and the analog of what's going on with eBay. And they do it better than I do. And it shows in the views. So it's like, maybe my work is done here. Started something that nobody was really doing. Now there are several people doing it and doing it better. So it's like, you know. Oh, I'm just going through everything in my head. So we got this Getting Yeti for the Holidays Old Navy sweatshirt. I'm telling you, Old Navy stuff sells. So for $10, headed to New York. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Time to switch things up or walk away. Walk away. 13. Who can take this on? Purchase. Confirm and pay. And I think another thing, like, when people started going after Jan, and I kind of take people saying that I control her or something because of the videos, kind of take that as a smack on Jan, because Jan's a very strong-willed person. So for me, it's almost like that's an attack on Jan, saying she's pathetic or some shit like that, and that pisses me off, you know. So it's like, for me, that was like crossing the line, you know. So, and then somebody made an eBay account in my name with my postage address and then buys something from me. And now I have to work to get that account suspended and that person suspended from eBay. And it's like, is it worth it, you know? And once you start getting personal on this stuff, you know. And hey, I guess technically that's what I signed up for. But then again, comes into the question, well, if I signed up for it, is it worth it? So, I don't know anymore. What more can I do to help? I've said it all several times. So I'm just, feels like I'm at an end. But does an end declare an end or a change, you know? Not sure. So today I'm just kind of going through the motions, if you will. And maybe I'll just go through the motions until a decision or an outcome is determined. We're at 9 a.m. I'm at $20. So it hasn't turned back on yet. So it's 9.5 hours. One sale, one offer. All right, that's it for me. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.